Welcome back to the channel, and as you can see from the thumbnail, today we are in the Kia EV9 and we're doing a coast to coast. It is Sunday morning. I'm just about to leave my parents' house and we are at 96% state of charge. This doesn't look to your eye, this is just that new driver awareness, and we've got a range of 436. We've got the current tripometer set. It's 11 degrees outside, there is no wind, it's a small bit wet. I know there's a spreadsheet that we're compiling up. One of my viewers has compiled all of my coast to coast just to try and put a bit more structure to it. I'm not as good at Bjorn Nyland yet in this, but we're in the GT line, so it is the heavier one. Don't think we're going to have any issue with regards to making it to Dublin. It's a 318 kilometre run. So that coast to coast is going to be no problem. Just to look at the efficiency, yesterday I was coming down and between motorway and preconditioning the battery and stuff like that, it's getting around that 25 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. So with a 100 kilowatt hour battery, I'd be expecting to around that 400, and the tripometer is showing 436. Lots of nice features in this car we're going to talk about as we're driving up. I probably won't record again until I'm on the motorway, so we can look at the highway driving assistant, the adaptive cruise control, we can talk about that, but there's some really nice tech in here for that longer journey, and also it has the capability of V2G, vehicle to grid, which will be very apt here this morning because the power went last night at around 12 o'clock and woke up in the middle of the night, all the electrics off in the house. And if we had this outside the door with the capability of running the house, wouldn't be an issue. So another benefit of an electric vehicle. Now there's the downside of today I can't charge the car either at the house or at the town. I think the whole northwest of the county has gone down, and before anybody jumps into the comments, petrol and diesel stations as well, they're not able to dispense fuel unless they've got a generator, and if you've got a generator you could charge your car as well. But having battery storage on the house, not just in the car, you could feed an EV as well. So definitely, if I was to move down west again, having a battery storage, something like the My Energy Libby, etc., and have that backup power if and when you need it. Wasn't stormy here yesterday. There's something that's happen up in the northwest of the county. The whole Erris, Killala, Ballina area has gone black. Got the text from ESB to say it'll be around 4 o'clock this afternoon before it's fixed up. And so having that battery backup on the house, in the car, and the ability to run it fossil free, I think is hugely important. So going to hit the road, talk about some of the features when we get up on the motorway past the around Kinnegad, that side of the country. It's there before I get to turn some of this stuff on. But jump into the comments, let us know what you think, what you like, and yeah, tune back in. Thanks.
Nevo's thrilled to announce that we're launching Ireland's first ever electric vehicle show in partnership with Bank of Ireland on Saturday the 17th of February 2024 in the RDS in Dublin. On the day, view more than 20 EV manufacturer brands showcasing their latest models and technology, chat to industry experts from finance, insurance, home and public charging, alternative e-mobility solutions and much, much more. Whether you're looking to make the switch now or starting to think about driving electric, we'll help you make the right decision. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket.
What's it like driving the Kia EV9 on a long motorway run? I really wanted to take into account the highway driving assist, but I want to talk about a couple of other features that I like. And for people that do longer journeys, I think it's a really nice, comfortable place to be. Visibility is decent. On a rainy day like today now, that camera at the rear, I don't think there's a way of cleaning it. So what I'm finding is I'm reverting to the normal mirror and then putting on the rear wiper. When I put it back up, it is kind of, I'm not sure if that camera up there picks it up, but it is. It's not great now. The wing mirrors are a great big size. They're also auto dimming, they're heated, and they have blind spot built into it. But the auto dimming is a really great feature, so you don't get dazzled by cars, by sunlight, depending on what's coming up behind you and hitting that reflection. Coming off the motorway now, we won't have the chance to do highway driving assist because it is going onto a national primary road as we come in here, but the lane keeping, lane centering, cruise control, and it's a learning cruise control. They call it the Highway Driving Assisting 2.0, I think they call it. And it understands how you like to drive, acceleration, braking from the car in front of you. And when you do select cruise control, it tries to match your driving style, which I think is the next step of cruise control for sure. The head-up display is good. The heated steering wheel, I've had it on pretty much all the time. Yesterday it was 0 degrees when I got into it. Today it's the 8, 9, 10. It's something that you start to get used to and something that I don't think you'd ever go back from. The general safety regulations that we talked about when we drove this in France, and there's a full review over on that channel, but today is the coast to coast. What's the range efficiency like? And we're going to be getting the final numbers once we arrive on the east coast as we're coming into Dublin. But that general safety regulation, so you've got the infrared sensors over the steering wheel watching my eyes to make sure that if I'm not looking at in front, it alerts me. Also, it has the speed sign recognition and it lets you know that you're going over the speed sign. Forward collision warning, driver attention warning. It's fairly strong on the driver attention, actually. It puts up the little coffee cup and you cannot get rid of it until you show that you're in control of the vehicle by steering correctly, by looking at the road. I couldn't find any way of turning that off, so it's keeping an eye on you for sure. What a beautiful feature is the seats, and the seats are super comfortable, but also it has a couple of things that happen on a regular basis as you're doing longer journeys. So it has this thing called lumbar support system where it actually will inflate the bags in the rear seat for the massage function, just to move and stimulate your lumbar region in your in your back. But it also has spine support or spine, I'm not sure what they call it, but the seat massage in the bottom at the base of the seat starts to move, and then there's a full body massage as well, just again to stimulate your spine as you're sitting for a long journey. And this is a 4-hour journey for me. Really good, like simple things, and on a vehicle with a price of 85,500 euros. Don't get me wrong, it is expensive, but there are vehicles with 6 figures of the premium German variety that don't have any of this stuff included, and like, this is going to become the norm because they're looking at driver attention, awareness, self-safety, welfare. It all becomes a better driving experience for the driver, safer, etc., etc. I like it. Just that rear view camera, if there was a way of cleaning it, I can't find it anywhere. I'm not going to do it now here I'm driving. But yeah, it's been an enjoyable drive up. The seats are heated and cooled. The drivers, passengers I know are heated. I'm not sure if they're cooled as well. It's on the door. But I didn't get a beep there because I was quickly back to looking at the road. But overall, some of the driver assists, really good. All of the driver assists, really good. And what we'll do is we'll finish up with a little video on the efficiency. It's a 100 kilowatt hour or thereabouts battery. WLTP range, I think 600, which would be very efficient. WLTP is what it is. It's done in a certain environment at a certain temperature, but I can see what I'm getting on this journey. I'm also able to talk about what this car has gotten, and it's only got 1,900 kilometers since new, so it's brand new. A couple of journalists drove it around when it was launched during the week, and then I've driven it down to Mayo and back up again, which is a 600 kilometer run return. So I'm able to talk about the overall efficiency, still new. But yeah, tune back in for the final update in the rain. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. Have you test driven the Kia EV9? Is it on your shopping list? 6 and 7 seater, comes in a couple of different versions. As I said, there is a full review on the channel when I was lucky enough to drive it in the south of France. But yeah, keep tuned and we'll be back in a minute. So we've gotten to the Stillorgan Talbot Hotel because I need to charge this up like a good motoring journalist to leave it back somewhat charged tomorrow, and we are 100 kilometers left. It is 24% battery, and also there's an option, and you can see the 3 little heating signs there. So if you go to the EV menu, and I love this new user interface, you go to the EV menu and you can go to activate battery preconditioning. So it said that the temperature is low, it won't take in charging faster, so I've activated that and that will bring it up to a suitable temperature. And you can see for our trip, 310 kilometers, so I'm about 8 kilometers short just to get to this charger. 4.5 hours and 23 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers is the usage, and that's for my trip. And then since the car, where is it? This one. Since it started, which is the odometer is there at 1913, 50 hours of driving, and the average is 25.6 kilowatt hours. So with a 100 kilowatt hour battery, that's giving you a 400 kilometer range. WLTP I think is up on the 600 odds, but this is winter. I've seen that I've seen the kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers drop down when I was just around town to 20 kilowatt hours, so you're getting 500 kilometers worth of range overall. So I got that 420 coast to coast, no problem charging, but the fact that you can pre-condition the battery as well is also handy. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. I've got a car pulling out here, I've got another one pulling in, so I'm next in line. The other chargers that I normally go to in Dunleary are not, they're being upgraded at the moment. So hopefully you've enjoyed that quick coast to coast in the Kia EV9. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment and let me know what you think. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.